Hello! Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This is going to be another month of my biblious TBR game. I skipped last month. I try to catch up on things, and you know, I kind of did that. It was freeing not to have a TBR for 1 month, just to like really let loose for the month. But May has now come around, and oh boy, is May going to be a busy month. There are so many readathons happening, so hopefully I can get this TBR to work in my favor, but we won't know until we play. So welcome to my TBR game. This is my biblious TBR game inspired by Disney Villainous, one of my favorite board games. I truly just love TBR games though, like I'd play them all if I could. But we have some catching up to do, but I think first, before we really jump into it, I want to do the housekeeping of all the readathons that I want to participate in, as well as the buddy reads and book clubs I want to participate in. It is a lot, I'm warning you. Alright, so for readathons, there are 5 that I know of, like on the top of my noggin, that are happening, 4 of which I'm hoping to participate in. So the first one being Escape the Readathon, hosted by Books with Lexi, of course. I think everybody knows about this one. I think most people are participating in this one. I'm returning to Team Film Crew, you know, the winning team from last year, of course. I'm really excited. I am already feeling the competitive spirit. I'm already like trying to beat my own record from last year of how many books that I read. May 2023 was like my highest reading month, so I'm just trying to, you know, exude that same chaotic energy. Other readathons that are happening are the, of course, Asian readathon. I think this is the 4th or 5th year that Cindy is doing Asian readathon, which is just 5 prompts that you can slot in books to, and you can double up prompts, but you are trying to hit different nationalities for each prompt. So like a Japanese author, Taiwanese author, so on and so forth. So I have my set TBR for that, and then also I'm participating this year in round 2, but this is my first round of the Vampire Diaries readathon hosted by Chloe. Chloe Reads Books, which is a newer channel to me I found through this readathon, and I'm very excited. Each character of the show that's like very prominent will have a prompt that goes with it, so I have my TBR for that, which is exciting. And then also there's an Instagram readathon that I'll have linked in the description along with every other video, which is my Shelf May readathon, which I'm just using this little bingo board for funsies. And then also Galactic-thon, instead of Galactic-a-thon, Galactic-thon by the Roomies Digest and a bunch of other co-hosts is happening. I don't think I'm going to participate as much as I want to, simply because I don't think I'm going to get to a lot of sci-fi this month. I don't read a lot of sci-fi to begin with, but I think I have maybe 2 on my potential TBR. So I'm not gonna really participate, but like I know of it. And if I randomly get into a big sci-fi mood, I might check it out. But I will also leave that for you in the description so you can check it out in case you're a big sci-fi reader and you want to participate. Book clubs. So many. So for book clubs, I am participating in the 4Bs book club hosted by Aaliyah on the Library Dweller, and the book club pick is Diavola by Jennifer Thorne, which I am excited about. I've heard mostly good things and a few not so great things. I have read Jennifer Thorne before. I read Loot, and I did like it. It wasn't like a favorite, but I did enjoy it. And then also Literally Dead Book Club, of course, is happening, and I will be listening to Sisters of the Lost Nation for that at the end of the month. And also, I can't remember, I think it's Katrina's book club, but it might be somebody else's. I can't remember off the top of my head, but somebody in the horror genre booktube who I love and adore, I just am escaping and I didn't think to research before, is reading Ling Hun for their pick, and so I have that on my Kindle, which is just the app, which is my phone. I have it on my phone though to participate in that as well. And that about sums up the readathons and book clubs. As for buddy reads, Eliza and I have gone ham this month. I don't know what's gotten into us, but we want to buddy read Furyborn. We want to read Bonesmith with Emily. So will there be more? Probably. Oh, The Thrones of Honor and Blood by Jay Bree should be coming out in May, so that's high top of the list. So lots of exciting things happening, but with that said, we can now get into the actual game portion where we can discard some of these cards. Finally, what a good feeling, and then, you know, add more. So it never ends. Let's go, guys. So this is the board currently as it stands. It's quite full, but let's start with the punishments because I can knock 2 out of the 3 off. So first we have read a book you bought last month. For this I read Inkblood Sister Scribe. No, I didn't. That's what I'm hoping to read today. No, I'm hoping oh Lord, I'm losing it. I haven't even opened my caffeine yet. I read A Fate Inked in Blood for this one and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I have been going on quite the Danielle L. Jensen journey this year. And then the other one is Your Least Read Genre, and for this I read Pillow Talk, which was a poetry collection. I did not like it. And then we can get down to the actual prompts under the board, and these first 2 I can't do a whole lot about. I'm gonna be so honest, so sorry to myself. This TBR is going to be out of hand if I don't catch up soon. But I can check off a spooky read because I finally finished Delicious Monsters. I enjoyed it. I recommend it. It's definitely big and I don't think it needed to be that long, but if you have the audiobook, it's pretty good and I really enjoyed the narrators. But then these other 2 I have not quite yet read. And then for friend pick, I have read Bride. I still would like to read The 7-Year Slip, which Daphne recommended. I haven't been able to get the audiobook yet, so I will eventually probably get to that this year, but for the purpose of the game, I did read Bride. Allie Hazelwood put something in her books, and it's just, let's go. It was so good. It was so fun. And then I also have to leave the pet pick because I didn't read KKE. So this is our board starting off the new month. I really thought that I was going to clear off more of this than I did. I'm going to be so honest with you. Like, I was, like, ready. I was like, there will maybe be 3 things total on the board. Nay, nay. So, I will be grabbing a punishment. Please be something helpful. New book that has the same author name or character name. Okay. I hate this for me. I do. So basically, this confusing prompt is saying my next read has to go based off my last read. And my last read was Girls with a Sharp Stick by Suzanne Young. So I need to find a book with either the author name being Suzanne or Young, or the character having the same name of either Suzanne or the actual character's name, which I think was Nina. I'm gonna have to fact check myself though because I'm actually not sure. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna find anyone with the same name as Mina. M-E-N-A. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's a funny joke. That's not gonna happen. Okay, with that said, let me search my books. Oh man, punishments suck. Okay. We're gonna start with Young because that I feel is more hopeful. Oh, Adrian Young. This is not on my list. This is so bad for me. Sea of Unspoken Things as a cover. Oh my god. Okay. Getting distracted. One option is Adrian Young. Because her last name is the same as Young. And I stan Adrian Young. I'm so sorry. I did a whole dedicated author reading vlog to just reading a bunch of her YA. It was a great time. Yeah, and I'm not reading The Hunger Games right now because I do actually like myself a little bit. I have 2 options. One that's a little bit more like, okay, that works, and the other one is a little bit more of a stretch. But both work for Asian Readathon, which is great. So the first stretch option is Shoko's Smile, which is a anthology, a short story collection by Choi Yoon Young. I'm so sorry. And I've heard great things about this. I've heard people really like it. So that's definite option if I can get my hands on it. The other option, which will be if I can get my hands on it as well, but Folklorn by Angela Mee Young Her. This is a genre-defying continent-spanning saga of Korean myths, scientific discovery, and the abiding love that binds even the most broken of families. So, definitely more, one's much bigger and one's much smaller. So, it'll really come down to just like what I can get my hands on this month. But, oh, what's a punishment if not cruel? Okay, so now I can pull my hand. These are going to be the cards that I can sort through, decide which I want to play and which I want to discard. And first we've got a mood read. Oh, heavenly. What? Okay, we're setting up for a good day. Okay, next is to move a punishment to this location. That is a game strategy type card. I probably won't utilize it. National holiday or theme. Interesting. Read a book with an animal on the cover. Okay. Okay. Let me quickly, before I do myself a complete disservice, pull up my actual reading plans, because oh boy do I have a lot. And if I forget them, that'll be embarrassing for me. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna move my little cactus guy over one space to collect a token. And then I can play one card, and I'm going to start with read a book with an animal on the cover. And for this, I will be picking Dragon Fruit by Mackay Lucier. Lucier? If I just keep saying it the same word in like a slightly different way, maybe it'll sound more right to me. Hawaiian is a very hard language. When I went to Hawaii, I was like, I'm totally gonna learn this. 12-year-old me was not ready for that. But there is a little bat on the cover. There's like an animal companion, just a big old bat. I'm so excited. I don't know really what this is about. I know our author is from Guam, and in the old tales it is written that the egg of a sea dragon fruit holds within the power to undo a person's greatest sorrow. But as with all things that offer hope when hope is gone, the tale comes with a warning. Every wish demands a price. So I'm really excited. This has got Pacific Islander lore mythology to it. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't read that before, so this will be very new. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I think this will be fun. I think a lot of people are picking this up. I think it's Jan Agaton's book club pick for May. And I think her live show's on the full moon, which is like halfway later, half of the month. So I will definitely get this read by then, and also this is on my TBR for Asian readathon. So woohoo! How wonderful. Great start. Let's go. Okay, now I want to discard, so I'm going to move over to this spot, take another token so that I can discard the punishment card. I forgot to pull one. Okay. Read something your pet would like. Interesting. Now I can play one card on the space as well, and I think I might just pick a mood read because I have a lot of things that I really want to get to. So for mood read, I'm going to put Sunbringer by Hannah Canner on my TBR. I'm so excited to read this. This is the Illumicrate special edition. I'm stoked to jump back into this world and see what's going on with these characters and the gods and the punishments, the consequences for the actions of the last book, where they're at now, how their relationships are developing with one another. I'm very excited. I really enjoyed God Killer. It's a bit more of a dense fantasy. I can see why some people don't like it, but I ate up every little bit of the god aspect to it. I just love gods that are actively a part of the world, even if they're not doing their jobs and are causing more chaos than anything. I just adore it. So yeah, this is a sequel to God Killer, and I'm happy to be reading this very, very, very soon. So soon, it might even be in my next vlog. Okay, now I'm going to draw my cards back to 4, look at fan art, and pick a book, and then also read a book you think will be comforting. Alright, okay. Let's go here. Let's take 3 tokens, and then I can play 2 cards on this location. What cards do I want to play? I feel like it makes sense to play National Holiday theme, seeing as it is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So that just makes the most sense to me, if we're being so honest and real with ourselves. And for this, I will be picking up this gorgeous Fairy Loot edition of A Tempest of Tea. I'm maybe the last person to be reading this that's into new releases and like up to date with things. I might be one of the last, but I'm so excited. I've heard good things, but genuinely not a lot. I've seen everybody read it. And then Emily Henry came out with her next book, and Radio Silence again. But I'm really excited. There's a heist in this. It's about like a tea shop, and there's vampires in it, which really excites me. I think it's either a standalone or will be a duology. I'm not really sure yet, but she's so pretty, and I'm just like obsessed, and I'm really excited to check this out. This will be my first from this author as well, so it could go really well or really bad. I'm not really sure. I tried reading We Hunt the Flames, and although I was enjoying it, I was just listening to the audiobook and I could not follow what was happening. So I'm excited to jump into this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then the next one, oh, these are a little bit tough. I feel like it makes sense and is safe if I play a book that I think will be comforting. So let's play that next. Okay, we've got options for this. There's a few ways that we could do this. We could do this with a sequel of a book that I really, really loved, which would be the new J. Bree. Because I think it'll be nice to be back with those characters and see what's going on in the groveling. Also, Fruits Basket would make sense because that's a comforting read for me, and I love them, and I want to finish the series. One battery change later, I think I've decided for my comforting read to just pick Fruits Basket Volume 7. This is one I'm currently on, and I love these characters. I love this world. I love everything about them, and I would really like to finish up the series this month if possible. I have like 6 left, so can I do it? I don't know. They take me like an hour or two to read, but I just I love these characters so much. It's a sweet little romance. It's following Toru, who is basically adopted into the Soma family because her parents are dead. She's an orphan, and she still needs to go to school so that she can work, so that she can go work somewhere and join the workforce and be an adult. But she is living with the Soma family and discovers that they are cursed by the Chinese zodiac, and each of them are possessed by an animal spirit that they can turn into when specifically the opposite gender maybe hugs or touches them. I don't know. Maybe that happens. I really enjoyed this series. It has an anime that I have binged so many times on Hulu, and the 3rd season made me cry like such a little baby that it's got a special place in my heart. So I'm really excited to continue on with these characters in this journey. The 4th one so far has been my absolute favorite, just so we're sure. Okay, and I can also draw an effect card. So, ooh, phone ban for X amount of hours. So for that, during one of my vlogs, if I remember, I kind of get bad at remembering, but during one of my vlogs, I will use a spinner wheel, and for whatever it lands on, I can't touch my phone for that long. Which, when I say that, audiobooks are still allowed because I'm human and I need them to survive. But besides that, no social media, no texting, no nothing. Okay, so now I'm going to draw my hand back up to 4. More than 5,000 Goodread reviews. Okay, promising. And a 5-star prediction. Oh, heavens, this is the best month of my life. For our last one, I'm going to move over 1 space. Oh, I wish that one of these had an effect, but that's okay. I'm going to move over 1 space, take my little token, and I'm going to play the 5-star prediction. Of course. Why would I not be so kind? This game this month, so nice. Minus that slight punishment, a little difficult, but we made it work. Incredible. So wonderful. Okay, so my 5-star prediction is going to be, great question, I think I'm going to pick Midnight Strikes by Zeba Zahanas. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. Our fates are sealed, whether we know it or not. I don't fully know the synopsis. This is an Owl Crate special edition, and there's no dust jacket, so I can't really give you much of a synopsis, but something about midnight and things happening, and I don't know what it is about this book or young adult fantasy books in the similar vein, but they all give me Caraval vibes. And if you know, you know. If you get it, you get it. I love Caraval. I love it so much. And so any book that gives me like a semblance of vibes, like if this is even just remotely of the clock store scene at the start of Caraval, like it's good. Like I'm sold. I'm into it. Very simple, very easy of me. But I don't know. I've been wanting to get to this for a while, and now I'm putting it on the TBR officially, because why not read my shelves? What a good feeling. And so, with all of that said and done, this video went by, I feel like, so much faster than my last videos, so maybe that's nice. But here is the TBR stack, as well as my punishment options, which, if you have a preference on which punishment you think is better, let me know. If you've read either of them, let me know what you think, as well as just your thoughts and opinions on these books here. I'm so freaking excited. And then, of course, like, I should read the other things that have been on my TBR game that I haven't gotten to, but I'm just so excited for all these books. New release, new release, new release. Old TBR book. Like, I think this came out in 2023 or 22. So, either way, 23. So, we're, you know, newer releases, getting them off the shelf and read. I literally just got these 3, so, like, reading stuff on my shelves as they come. What a good feeling. And they're also pretty. What a good time. With that said, thank you so much for watching. What are your plans for this month? Are you participating in as many readathons? Are you going crazy participating in these readathons? I promise you, my potential TBR for the month is like well over 30 bucks. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I keep telling myself I'm gonna do it. So we've got a game plan. We'll see how it goes from there. But thank you so much for joining me on this little game, and I will see you guys in my next video, if not my next TBR game for June, which Romantasy-a-thon just got a whisper of notice, and I'm so excited. So yeah, fun things to come. I think it's gonna be the summer of Romantasy, just with the types of readathons that are coming out. So with that said, thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you guys later, soon. Bye.